Not over the music. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, I can hear you right now.
What's up, you guys? We're back.
What's up?
Sorry we missed you last week.
It's been a while.
Yeah, there's been a lot of weight flying around, specifically heavyweight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a lot of juggling.
There's lots of meat flying around the UFC these past 2 weekends.
Yep, it's a champ season. We're we're in
Champ
it.
is such a funny.
What?
I know what it means,
It's
but
serious, dude. There's no jokes in this.
Yeah.
This is a very historic event.
all right,
It's about to happen.
the champ's happening.
Champ era. It's it happened once.
Wait, you're laughing.
It happened twice, and this is.
And now we're listening to thrice.
Yeah.
Would this only be the third?
No, I think this is the. Well, let's
You
see.
had
We got
Nunez,
Amanda
Connor,
Nunez, Connor,
Cejudo.
Cejudo, DC. Wasn't it DC?
DC did it too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So she'd
that's
be number
4.
5.
Yeah, 5. So this is number 5 or 6.
He would be number 5. Yeah, Adesanya if he wins.
Okay. Yeah.
But we'll get into that later on the episode. We want to go over these big boys these past 2 weekends. What do you think, man? We had a lot of heavyweights. I think like 8 heavyweight fights.
Yeah. And
So we actually have some action in this division that usually has none.
Are we starting at the bottom and working our way up, or at the top and working our way down?
We're gonna do Derek Lewis versus Blades first.
that's what I was.
Because we
about to
totally
mention.
missed
So we're starting
that
at the
one,
top and working our way down. All right.
Right, yeah.
So you guys were wrong about this one, and I was
We're
right.
wrong about a couple on this.
I was
one.
right.
Dead wrong. Yeah.
I was right.
You would have made a lot of money.
I said that y'all were afraid to make a lot of money. Was my exact words.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I mean, you called it. So good on you. I fucked up on a lot of these.
But if you're looking at the facts, if you're looking at the stats,
No, my terminology is based on chaos.
if it wasn't though,
his MMA math is better than like your seasoned MMA math. You know what I mean?
Who?
It's Nick's.
I feel like
it's
I've
working much better than ours is. If you haven't noticed,
no, that's
pretty
not true.
I'm pretty sure
That
he's
is
beating
so
I
us
have
on
a-
true.
I think-
What?
predictions.
This is just this card. What do you mean?
No, I think across
We'll
all
go
of the
over it.
cards, I've had a
I'd
pretty
say,
solid
like,
record.
he
we're
might-
million. If we put real money on this, we were retired by now, dude.
we need to
we've
create fair fight coin, and then we'll start putting we'll start putting
we've
our
been
crypto
we've
on the
been-
line.
We've been doing so good so far until this happened.
Well, if
'Cause
you wanna,
we're right about. I was right about a couple.
Yeah,
I
don't
mean,
know.
you know,
Yeah. You've had a better. I've had the worst record probably, and I'm just salty about it. But I'm just grouping you in with me because
I feel like you
I
had a
don't think
good
that's not-
record,
I don't-
and then
I-
there was a card that you just got like every fight wrong.
which is this one? It's this one, dude.
I hate it.
Oh, God,
I was wrong on a lot.
Yeah, Derek just
Derek Lewis's
absolutely
hands are made of
He did it.
concrete.
demolished this dude with an uppercut that
again.
nobody even saw. Kinda.
I had him losing for 2 rounds. You know.
Yeah, but
It was the post-fight interview where Derek Lewis was like, I'd been waiting for that uppercut.
you remember when I was talking about the Volkov fight though? Because like there was any moment that. Because Derek Lewis came back at the end of the fight after getting his ass whooped for several rounds and then just knocked him out. And I'm
Yeah.
like, there's always a chance that the beast is going to do that.
It was very reminiscent of that.
Yeah.
That was even worse. That was like he was straight getting demolished till like the last second. And Derek just fucking lands one. And it's done. One and done.
I hope Curtis Blades can remember his wife's face after.
It was brutal. He
took two big.
took a hard plank. He took like an Askren planking.
He went full Gary's mod as soon as his fist connected. It was
Brutal.
It was rough, and then Herb Dean had to jump in because he didn't call it fast enough, man. Our boy didn't call it fast enough.
Herb Dean's getting clout from this meme that's running around. The first one I saw was when your roommates are asleep and the microwave gets to 1 second. and then you just see Herb running. That was the first
Like
one I saw,
in.
and I was like, okay, I'm in on these memes.
They're
pretty
ones.
good, yeah.
But yeah,
Good stuff.
It doesn't add up. It didn't add up,
Bro,
but that's Derek Lewis.
So neither did the co-main event, Yana Kunitskaya winning the fight.
Yeah, this is a controversial
This
one.
is actually, she didn't actually win the fight, so it didn't truly make sense at all.
It was very weird.
Yeah. Okay, when I went back and looked at the striking differential, Yana was up, and I didn't really think about that, but she was also getting grappled to death. Like, she was getting out-grappled, but I think because Rivera didn't throw a lot of submission attempts, they didn't really see it as her
she had
attacking.
a couple, though.
Yeah,
Wasn't
a couple.
there an armbar attempt? And,
she had a couple, but it wasn't like constant attacking. So maybe
I remember
the judges,
something getting close. I was wrong. Nothing got close.
No,
Okay.
I mean Yana did a good job of like kind of getting out of them, but she was still getting worked and ground and pounded. So.
Especially in the later rounds. That's where I had her winning. Yana, the last 2 rounds was where she started turning things around. And Ketlin did look a little rough in those last 2 rounds, but I had her ahead of the first 3. So
I've noticed with the lady fights that it's like their dexterity or something it's way more harder to submit them. You know what I mean?
Like they're more flexible.
The arm will bend like
like all the way back and shit. It's like it's like most guys would not. Even like your Tony Ferguson's like. He's probably one of the most flexible of all the male fighters.
No, yeah. That's but I don't know about chokes though. Chokes are no matter as long as you're an organism that breathes oxygen, a choke is a choke.
Yeah,
I don't care what you are.
That comes down to knowing how to fight the hands and things like that, or knowing how
there's
to
a little battle there. There's
knowing how to turn
big
towards
battle.
your opponent in those kind of situations.
Yeah.
But whatever. Good on Yana, I guess, for the win. I don't want to take it from her, but I don't think personally she technically won the fight. But anyways,
wait. We're supposed to the buzzer that we're supposed to have, where when you go against the judges.
Dude, that's gonna happen almost every.
Be like,
it seems to happen almost every split decision. I think.
Yeah, there needs to be like an
way.
approval button for the audience or something, you know?
Oh yeah, a little
For the
clap.
decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get that going.
Like a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Down.
System.
Thumbs down.
yeah, we'll become like not the Rotten Tomatoes of this.
The UFC needs to be a democracy.
Right? There should be a bunch of ratings boards that rate each fight, like Metacritic, and every fighter's record is determined by their average across all the ratings boards.
Yeah. Would that be crazy?
Would that be crazy?
Would it?
Is that
Would
crazy?
it?
What if the fans could decide? What if it was like, okay, go on Twitter now.
Yeah,
and vote for.
They figured this stuff out on you go to any movie review website and there's the critics reviews, then there's the fans reviews, then there's the comment sections reviews or whatever.
Where all the freaks go to like talk shit.
Yeah.
Love those.
That might be bad though. I could see that going really bad.
It would be funny.
Maybe
if people like,
some trolls are gonna come up and pick the loser of the fight. Just vote for the guy who got worked for 5 rounds.
You think Colby Covington could get like review bombed because people just dislike him?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He'll get short sold in the market by the commentators.
He's basically GameStop.
But dude, he could be like Goya Beans. People might just rally behind him for we're just opening up a new dimension, a new completely unfight related marketing part of
this
the
dark dimension.
right? In this horrible future
It's a
where
new
we're,
culture.
Where
Yeah, Covington's a whole new culture in this game. I guess. I don't want this to be. No, you don't want that to be a new culture, bro.
Yeah, it's actually a terrible idea.
All right.
The more we think about it.
We killed
but
it.
then
I'm sorry.
Kill it in the crib. No, you said it. Let's move on.
I enjoy the WWE aspect of Colby Covington's thing, but I don't want to see all the fighters doing it. But let's keep moving here. Derek Menner pulls off a decision win against Charlie Rosa. We knew this was going to be a heavy grappling match, and it kind of was. But Derek Menner pulled off a surprise win.
Decision though.
I didn't pick him either.
Rosa was getting worked clearly.
Yep.
Yeah, decisive 3-round fight. And then, but another, bout that threw me off was Olenek versus Dawkus.
Maybe Alexi don't have it no more, man. Maybe he is getting a little too old. He does look like your grandpa.
You mean,
and he has an
Boomer
insane
versus
record.
Zoomer fight?
Dawkins is he looks pretty
sharp.
Good. Yeah, he looks really good.
Better than I remember in the previous fights that I saw with him too.
I don't think I could see him stacking up to like a Stipe or a John Jones, but we might eventually see some shit like that, which would be wild.
I mean, clearly Olenek is no problem. Round 1 too.
If him and shit, these heavyweights, they're really moving up the ranks. Like a lot of these guys they can just come in and win 3 or 4 fights and they're in there for a top 5 guy. But Phil Haas pulls off a decision against Nasruddin Imavov. I don't think I made a pick on this fight, but it was what did this one get fight of the night? I'm pretty sure. Is that correct? I think this might have been the fight of the night bonus, but it was pretty exciting. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a pretty dominant one from Haas as well, just controlling distance and just kind of piecing it up on the feet. It was nice to see. It was a very. I didn't actually think Haas would win this prior. I don't know if I made a prediction, but
I don't remember either.
I think I had Imavov on this. So that's another one that I got wrong. And then
I like saying Nasruddin, so I feel like I would have said that if I don't know. I just like saying it.
And then I was wrong about the next bout too. Arlovsky versus Aspinall.
Yeah,
totally threw me for a loop, and a submission too, a nasty one, kind of a weird angle. I remember it. It was on the feet too. You choked him out while he was still standing.
Oh man, I hate to see Arlovsky go down.
It was I picked him because he's been looking so good, and I always pick against the vets, and I picked all vets here, kind of, and didn't turn out. So
yeah, dude, this is the new radical generation. We choose zebra gum and we skateboard.
Zebra gum, bro.
I want to have zebra gum.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not cool enough for zebra gum. I'm too old for zebra gum.
That package is too bodacious
apparently
for us.
Aspinall is on that zebra gum, dude.
Well, let's move to last weekend's card.
Rosenstruck versus Gane.
Yeah, Surreal Gane. He proved to us that he's a surreal deal. You know what I'm saying?
Did you come up with that, or?
I guess this is the best I could. I think I could have come up with something much
that's
better.
Good. That's good.
That was great.
He's a surreal killer. I don't know.
Surreal fighter.
Surrealist in the street.
In the streets of Paris.
France. Those cowards.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what do you think? What are your opinions on this?
It was I don't think the UFC is happy with this one. I thought it was gonna be. It's Rosenstruck, dude. It's supposed to be a little more exciting. And Gane is he always has a game plan. He's not really. He kind of try. He's in it to win it, And I think that especially speaks true once you watch this. I don't know. Wouldn't you agree?
I wasn't too upset with the way Gane fought.
I wasn't upset at the decision. It was just the way Dana White was talking about it after was just kind of funny to me. It's just they're like, what do you think? What do you think, Dana? And Dana was just like, yeah, well, Gane won. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, what is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, but I mean, don't take away from the guy because
he's a real deal.
It took a lot of skill to do what he did. I saw his game plan, and it was smart. He kept distance, and he didn't want to get knocked the fuck out or have a lip split.
Yeah, he didn't gamble
like Alistair Overeem did. You know what I mean?
He didn't get lulled into Rosenstruck's range. an advantage. Yeah, that's what got him the win.
Yeah, why not use the things that you have that he doesn't, like your reach.
Right.
You know, that's the smartest thing to do, and that's what they did. So smart game plan, and good job on Cyril's part.
And then we got the co-main, Nikita Krylov versus Magomed Ankalaev.
This was a pretty exciting fight. I enjoyed it.
I
I thought it would be a little bit more of like the heavy kickboxing, but I just kept seeing Ankalaev throw that right hook. What was it? Like a counter right hook.
Yeah.
He kept trying to get him with that or the left high kick, but it was more the counter right hook he threw. It must have been almost every strike like 90% of the strikes he threw was that right hook.
He's so good at it.
He's trying to catch, and
He's got
he did
so
catch
good
him a
at it.
few times, but
Yeah.
he couldn't get the knockout. But yeah, it was still a good win. I think he kind of barely came through with it because Krylov was close in almost all the rounds. So
I found his grappling exchanges kind of interesting too.
yeah, I think
Very Greco-Roman ish. The way it's all upper body. Not really focused on trips or Merkles.
I think it was what won him the fight though, because he got the best of the grappling.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go off anything, like if the striking's even to you, you just got to look at the next thing, which would be the grappling.
All right.
Which he definitely won. So
I thought he was from Dagestan. That's why I kind of had my money on him. But he's not. He's from I can't pronounce the place he's from. It's somewhere in Russia. Probably right next to Dagestan.
probably just
in the country where it's the most likely that things aren't next to each other.
Is it?
It's just the next 12 mountains over.
Yeah, 2 valleys.
There's never been a
and
country.
a mountain over, and some change,
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we got La Rosa versus Bueno Silva, woman flyweight bout.
So the point deduction was, I think, the reason that this came to a draw.
What was it for again? Refresh my memory.
I think it was an eye poke.
Eye poke.
Or no, it was a fence grab. It was the rare fence grab.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Now I remember.
the
I
rare
thought that was kind
fence
of bullshit.
grab, yeah.
You could have. Who was reffing?
They gave warnings though, so they gave like
I guess
a couple of warnings, and then if you keep doing it, you
I
gotta
could
get the
just
point
think of
deducted.
so many fights where they didn't do anything. Like I guess I don't know. I can't really blame the ref because he can't. I guess he can't see it or whatever. But like, a lot of fighters are guilty of it.
Yeah, I've seen many fence grabs like in title fights, and it's like
Especially in title
it can be the
fights.
reason somebody wins or loses, and I'm just like, man, that's bullshit. But you do what you got to do. You're in a fight.
If they could replace the fence with like plexiglass, like clear plexiglass, would you guys support that?
No, because it might break.
No, plexiglass? That stuff, you can like drive a car into it.
Like the shit they put up at hockey games.
Yeah.
You trust 200-pound, 250-pound dudes like charging?
Yeah, 'cause,
into,
like,
Hockey players literally like slam into it going at like 20 miles an hour.
That's a good point. I mean, this is a good question, to be honest.
I feel like there's gonna be too many smears. It's just
It would cut
it's
out-
Gonna be. I don't think it on camera it'll look good because it's gonna be glaring. There's gonna be a lot of glare, smears, scratches, blood. I think it'll be kind of harder to
Squeegee it
see.
between rounds.
I like the karate
Windex
combat.
it every round.
Just have like a team of guys, like 6 dudes. They can afford.
That's too much.
Just
work.
come out.
They're gonna be paying more money for fucking cleaning.
I like the karate
with all the
combat
blood that's
idea.
in the floor. Whenever
They don't clean that. They leave it there forever.
Is that legal? That's gross. That's so gross.
It's up to the
Listen,
commission,
I'm not trying
man.
to change. I'm not trying to change the structure of it. I'm just like literally for practical purposes. I'm thinking, why is it not just like a big old like hamster cage?
Next time we're gonna see you on TV, just sanitizing everything with the face shield
I'm
mask.
gonna be that guy. Okay. All right. Yeah.
That's what Dana White's paying you for, man.
The cage grabbing. I see people do it with their feet all the time.
That's another one.
They should do the karate combat thing.
The recessed floor thing, like the drop-in floor.
That's
That's a really
stage.
sweet idea.
It
Yeah.
looks cool. It looks like you're about to fight to the death.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in every like
You can't stop the
comic
fight.
or it's classic arena looking.
You can have a council of elders
Yeah.
surrounding you. You know.
It also like cements the idea that the UFC can have their own stadium, Like they're always renting out the T-Mobile Arena or like the Barclays Center.
They've been doing the Apex for a hot minute
That's
now.
not an arena though. That's like a little garage that they
Yeah, they can't have a whole lot of fans there.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think any fans. I think only like family members could go in there.
There's a
and
little
shit.
bit of room in there for people.
I'm talking about like the UFC stadium
Yeah.
coming this summer, like the
heard-
way they built up Abu Dhabi
I hear
Fight Island,
talks of them using the Raider Stadium at some point.
like for like that's their
For
only MMA, like their
For like
own.
for like a massive, pay-per-view card or something.
But you want like a structure.
A UFC like monument, dude. Like
You want to hear in 20 years this high school is trying to use taxpayer money to build a UFC
Yeah,
like fight dome and attach it to their high school.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
See, that's what it's always about. It's always about the tax. With all these stadiums, it's always about getting at that tax money. But
It's gonna make whatever city it's gonna be in. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I like the idea of UFC getting more. But then as you get more specialized, you cut out people like the backyard fighter guys, I guess.
Do you?
I think it's hard. I think that the current setup, like the chain link fence, is definitely like a cost effectiveness thing. So that you can just like spring it up, roll it up in some place, probably costs like a UFC stage probably costs like
Fences are
No, it doesn't.
fences
How
are
much
kind
does
of
it cost?
shit.
It's like 40-50 grand.
All right.
They're big octagons. Like the small ones, like the local octagons cost like somewhere around 15 grand.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, that's
the
about what
UFC ones, the professional like PFL or like, the big ones are like worth like 50 grand, 40 grand.
Okay. So you're like traveling like a carnival folk with it. I can see that kind of
Yeah,
logic.
they break apart like metal rods and shit.
Yeah. I'm just saying these are like the weird externalities of why the UFC is doing the shit that they're doing. But we should get back to the fights.
Yeah, but in this next bout, I think this is what got fight of the night was Pedro Munoz versus Jimmy Rivera.
It
That
a
was
close
crazy fight.
You could have said Jimmy also could have won, but he didn't even get one judge on him. So.
If I'm the judge, part of my judgment is gonna rely on whether I think if the fight went on a little further, and if there's a winner. If there's a clear winner in that aspect,
Yeah, at the
then
end of
I'd
the
probably
fight-
choose the guy that's, because Jimmy Rivera, he couldn't go another round, dude. That leg was just, it was bad.
Yeah,
It was
they do
the worst kicks, dude.
They do go a lot on like the very end of the fight. The judges do.
Yeah. It got to the point where every kick just like threw him down. It was like he was on his knees. It brought like literally almost every kick brought him to his knees.
This was a rough one, yeah.
His
legs were purple.
His calf looked so much his front calf looked so much bigger. By like the end of the fight, it was kind of cartoonishly big.
It was definitely a how's it started, how is it going?
And now they're thinking of sanctioning leg kicks, possibly, or calf kicks specifically.
What do you mean, like not allowed?
Like not allowing it, yeah.
That'd be weird, bro.
They were talking about it. I remember I forgot who was commentating that night, but I remember they were talking about it. They were like the commentators were wondering if calf kicks was like something that they had to like that the fight commission has to deal with.
This reminds me of prohibition, bro. Legalize it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Legalize it.
I think you find a way, So there was a time where people couldn't find a way around like an Americana, during the first days of UFC or guillotines, whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's just, but you figure it out. Nobody gets Americana anymore. Barely anybody. Nobody
Nobody
gets
falls for it.
Yeah, it's an old trick. So, calf kicks might end up being that old trick. Might be.
I've seen people know kind of how to defend it lately. So there are ways to defend it, and we're gonna see a lot of people figure some shit out. Yeah. And the last fight on that card I want to mention is just Alex Casares winning over Kevin Croom. Pretty dominant. Not a whole lot to say other than dominated him everywhere, on the floor, on the feet. Bruce Leroy's looking real good right now.
Yeah. He had such a tight triangle in that fight. I thought he had it.
Yeah, but
it was almost weird to me how he didn't get
he
that.
knew if he didn't have it or not, you know what I'm saying, truly. So.
He felt the head slip out. And yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing you got to do, is get your head or arm out, pretty much, is what the priority is when you're in a triangle. But
well, we got a huge card coming up this Saturday.
It's a holiday, boys.
March 6th at the UFC Apex. A pay-per-view. 3 title fights, boys. It's going to be fucked.
I can't believe there's no like audience for this. It's absolutely bonkers.
I mean, there's a big audience. There's going to be like probably 2 million people buying.
No, I'm saying like in person.
Yeah, I know.
There's no like, it's crazy
There's
that they're
0
holding
people, like not even a small batch
dude,
of
it's
folks.
the Apex. It's not like we can't buy tickets to the Apex, dude. Like,
yeah, I know.
they're not making money off. They're not making like crazy amounts of money off of doing it in the Apex. So I don't know that they're still. This is why they're like the greatest sports organization on the fucking planet. They don't give a
They
fuck.
figured it out.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They just got to make content, and this is insane, dude. Champ.
Let's
Champ.
let's make some picks. Let's just let's skim through these early prelims because there's a lot of fights on it, and let's make a
Just
pick
run
or
through
two
'em.
if we want to. Yeah. To open up the card, I have Mario Batista versus Trevin Jones. Bautista has, I mean, I haven't seen him lose a fight. I don't know when his loss came from, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make a pick on the first fight and say Bautista's gonna win by I don't know, second round TKO. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Okay. And then we got Cruz versus Uros
Medic. Yeah.
Okay. He's kind of grayed out here. I don't know if that means he's
by
out.
By his last name, I would guess he's Bosnian.
Okay. And then we got Lemos versus Livia Renata Souza.
Souza, Brazilian, obviously.
Okay, women's strawweight bout. And then we got a welterweight bout with Sean Brady versus Jake Matthews. I'm familiar with Jake Matthews.
Yeah, me too. He's been around for a hot minute.
But Sean Brady has 13 wins and no
Undefeated?
losses.
What?
Undefeated. There's a lot of undefeateds on this card as well.
It's hard to make a prediction on this guy, just simply because I haven't seen him fight a lot. So.
Right. But we got Carlos Olberg versus Kennedy Nchukwu. I probably butchered that.
Yeah, it sounds about Nchukwu. I think that's actually pretty close, yeah.
Okay. I tried my best, Kennedy.
Olberg's another undefeated guy, so that's going to be interesting to see. Tim Elliott and Jordan Espinoza, 2 OGs.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a pretty cool fight, and it's on the early prelims. I got no pick on it, personally, because that's just kind of hard to pick.
Yeah.
It's going to be a grappling match, though.
Definitely.
It's going to be fun to see.
Definitely. And then at the prelims, we got Rogerio Bontorin versus Kai Kara France.
The UFC's given Kai a lot of shine lately. I'm not sure what that is, but he was even in the embedded vlogs, which is usually only the main event folks. But he always seems to get a lot of shine. He's pretty good, but I mean I don't know. I really got no.
You don't get the hype?
No, I don't get the hype for this dude at all. Not saying he's gonna lose, but I definitely am not saying he's gonna win. So.
Well, and then we have another flyweight bout that I'm excited for.
Yeah.
My boy Joseph Benavidez, Jojitsu, versus Askarov.
Joe Levy.
Yes, sir.
Is this the first time we're getting to see Askarov actually fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like
since we've been doing
he's
this
not-
Secret
shit.
Fighter
Yeah,
X.
he's not an unnamed fighter anymore.
He's not gonna come in and reveal that he's actually Joe's brother who he thought died in that burning building. But he's like, no, I escaped and I survived.
Is this in the promotion?
Yeah.
That's an intense promotion.
I don't know. We were trying to. I had to try to find pictures of Askarov for the show, and it was very difficult.
Really? Because
At
he
first.
didn't even have a picture last time he was on a card. Literally,
Yeah.
the UFC did not have
a
a
question
pic-
mark
They
on his
didn't
head.
take a picture of this dude.
Imagine if he got in the ring and he was fighting a guy that was just grayed out with a giant question mark on him,
Or like a smiley face, like a drawn.
and
like,
and that guy just fights like whoever the last UFC fighter in the ring was. He's kind of like the Mokojin,
Or he takes the form of other
yeah,
fighters.
yeah. He's like the random character. Whatever.
That could happen. But maybe that's what he does. I'm gonna
thinking
take
dumb
I'm gonna
shit.
take Askarov though because
you think Joseph is
I
slipping?
think Joe been slipping.
I think Joseph is gonna show some of his jujitsu, dude. I think he's gonna wipe the table off.
I think
with
Joe.
this
I
one.
think Joe Levy is gonna be no more. He's gonna get dumped. Just kidding.
Really?
No,
Over
I
a
don't-
fight?
No, I mean,
If you don't win this, Joe,
like
it's off.
I mean, she's back here talking to fucking like giant 7 foot tall dudes all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, this my boyfriend's
Which one's
last.
Joe?
My boyfriend's lost his last 3 fights.
Handsome Joe.
Yeah.
And then we got Song Yadong versus Kyler Phillips, bantamweight.
I've seen Song Yadong fight a lot more than this other guy, but
4 losses versus 1, dude. But Song Yadong has more experience, double experience, maybe even triple. Who the fuck knows?
maybe triple.
Yeah. And then
who you taking on that? You got a pick now?
I think Kyle's got this, or Kyler. Do Kylers get offended if you call him Kyle?
I'm gonna go Kyle. Sorry, Kyle.
Kyler.
Yeah. Dominic Cruz, Casey Kenny.
Why
What about
is
this?
he? This is odd, dude. This
It's
is
a huge. There's
why
a
is
huge
this-
main card.
Why is he on the prelims?
Because the main card is huge. There's a lot of big fights,
What are you doing there, Cruz?
and plus they want you to tune into the next fight. So
Yeah,
They
but
wanna have a
Cruz,
big name on the
Cruz
prelims.
just fought another champ, and then you're gonna put him on the prelim of another champ card.
because they want you to buy the pay per view, they're like, oh, we just saw Dominic Cruz fight, and there's no telling what we're gonna get when we buy the pay per view now.
Come on,
Cha-ching,
dude.
cha-ching, you know what I'm
Come
saying?
on, dude.
Make it
Come
rain.
on,
Okay, dude.
Hey,
Lenny, you're. Come on, dude.
I'm trying to tell you how they're trying
Whoa.
to make money, bro. It's a business, man.
He was
trying to run a business.
He was
man.
the main event, like a couple of main events ago.
This is the main card of main cards. He's got to go down a few notches for this bad boy.
Really, Thiago Santos and Islam Makhachev are on top of Dominic Cruz in a card?
Yeah. Well, I'll give you that.
That makes me sick.
I am ill.
That makes me sick to my stomach.
That is poison.
I'm not
to
even
me.
mad about it because
I'm drinking poison.
You know how
So-
much I love Cruz?
Thiago Santos versus Alexander Rakic has more. There's more at stake. You know what I mean? There's like basically maybe even a belt.
You're right.
Maybe even a contendership at stake with this fight, and actually not even the Islam Makhachev Drew Dober fight. There is no contendership at stake because lightweight is so stacked. So that one's kind of too high for me.
Isn't Islam like what rank is he?
He's top 10. I want to say he's like number 7 or something like that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's up there.
That's
but
really good.
there's like a 5-6 way fight between the belt title fights up there. So
Oh, you're right. I keep forgetting it's the
yeah,
lightweight division.
and you have Chandler coming in out of nowhere.
The lightweight division has no rules.
It's wild.
It's completely fucked.
It's fucking wild.
It's not
yeah.
fair, dude. Like, why is... I'm not going to say his name. Why? But
Voldemort?
There's like people on there that, like, why are they still on here?
Is it Voldemort?
You know?
Yeah.
Whoa, wait.
These guys, their names are forbidden.
Did Fox just go check on something downstairs?
Yeah, he wants to go. But,
Hey, your dog was, he's just protecting the house, man.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know?
And then, but yeah, who do you have for Makhachev versus Dober? Because I think Makhachev is going to bite Dober's face off.
You think he's
in
going to
this
beat
one.
Hercules? He kind of, oh,
He's
he looks
gonna-
like Hercules from the cartoon. He has the
if
chin.
He had,
Oh,
if
he
he had,
put the Glad and Gladiator.
Yeah.
That guy?
Hercules.
yeah.
That's my shit,
His daring
bro.
deeds are great. I can go through the whole song. Don't.
Wait, so you like Dober because of this?
If only he had like a swirly chin, it would look just
And
like
orange
him.
hair.
He does have the orange hair, kind of. He has the swirly.
No, he's got like a blonde hair.
I'm telling you.
He's probably got some Greek.
Telling
in
you.
him.
Telling
What?
Getting heavy Greek energy.
Q graphics right now. Hercules, Drew Dober. They
All
look
right.
alike.
I will do
We'll
that.
make the meme.
Thank you.
We'll make the meme. It's a meme. But yeah, I think Dober's gonna tap out after he gets his face eaten.
He's gonna eat his.
He's gonna be like,
fucking-
stop!
Don't eat my
my
face
nose is
anymore.
coming off. Yeah.
I need that for things.
My Ralph Lauren deal is gonna.
Yeah, I say Makhachev wins this.
Khabib's in his corner, bro.
Yeah.
Khabib will tell him, "Hey, ruin as
Father's
advice."
plan. Father's plan.
Yeah.
We're gonna hear that
This
7
is
times.
God's
Yeah.
plan. Yes. Yeah, he's gonna tell him as advice. Hey, you got to ruin this man's career.
Fuck yeah.
Make him not like this sport.
Ma-
Like that's
make him hate
that's
fighting
Khabib's
forever.
corner advice, dude.
Yeah.
I guarantee you. Make him pay for nothing.
Make him
He
hate
did nothing
himself.
to you.
Khabib's corner advice.
This guy
got
number one
rainbows.
bullshit.
This man must regret ever deciding to choose this path in life.
He lost them before the fight.
This first title fight might be our main event. I mean, at least it might be mine.
What, Peter Yan versus Aljamain Sterling?
If Aljo comes out here and shocks the world, which I think he will, holy shit. It's gonna. Well, I'm gonna go wild. I'm gonna lose my mind.
What do you think it's going to be? Submish, knockout?
I feel in my heart of hearts the least likely scenario, which is Aljamain knocks him out. Least likely scenario, but I think it can happen because I
So
think he's going to be threatening the takedown so much that Peter Yan just gives him one little opening.
Do you think
and
there's a
boom.
high chance of chaos in this fight?
Oh, it's going to absolutely be chaos.
It's going to be fireworks.
Peter Yan never stops, and Aljo never stops looking for the right time. So Aljo's the smarter fighter here, in my opinion.
Higher fight IQ, you think?
Yeah, but Peter Yan's just a fucking beast. So you got to be aware at all times of getting knocked out. But I think Aljo's going to pull off an upset, bro. I think he's going to shock the world. He's going to do what his coach Matt Serra once did against George St. Pierre.
It's America versus Russia.
Yeah.
I know who you got. I know who you got.
Listen to my blood.
My boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally agreeing on something.
Home
got-
of the shoe fly pie.
Going with my heart here, even though I say I should never do that.
He's
but-
also he also has that advantage body type wise, in my opinion, too. Lanky, skinny.
Peter Yan doesn't care about reach. It doesn't seem to ever bother him. He rope-a-dopes and he finds a way to enter.
AJ's going to find a way to get that reach to his advantage. It's his world, I think.
Let's go Aljo, bro.
Aljo.
You got this, bro.
Please.
Let's do it.
Please. And then we got Amanda Nunez versus Megan Anderson.
Yeah. So the Australian versus the Brazilian. There's no American to bet on, so it's hard to say.
Nunez is...
Nunez is the obvious favorite. It's probably going to be like a minus.
I think Nunez...
800.
Yeah, I'd agree. She's fucking hilariously dangerous. She's in my eyes, it's a done deal. But you're looking for upsets, you know. Now that you got so many things wrong on the last card, you just want to fucking make it crazy.
No, I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it, but if you're betting money, you got to go Nunez.
Yeah, she's champ, dude.
Yeah,
she's literally champ.
Like,
so.
I bet on Nunez, and I know nothing about fighting.
She knocked out Chris.
She knocked out Chris
Cyborg.
This card, I'd be like, oh wait, her?
Yeah. She's terrifying.
You saw what she did to Rousey? Does anybody remember that?
Yeah.
Does anybody remember that? Dude?
I do.
I don't think anybody remembers that.
Demolished her. Head kick. Boom.
I feel like you wouldn't accept my answer no matter what I say at this point.
It wasn't even that. It wasn't even a heck. It was just like boom, 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 and Ronda's just like, you know.
You think if I dropped it in here, we'd get in trouble?
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Whatever. I'll go against the YouTube content system and see what happens.
It'll buff out.
Yeah, it'll buff itself out. But yeah, I think. But then again, you know, Megan, she's a fucking giant. What does she stand at? I'm checking her height right now. Okay, 6. She's 6 feet.
But she's very tall compared to most of the women
tall
fighters,
goyle.
but.
You know, what is Amanda Nunez? She's let's see, she's 5'8". So that's a difference, dude. I don't know if I've seen Nunez deal with reach before. Oh wait, has she fought Holm?
Holly Holm, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess she's dealt with reach.
For sure.
But like you said, I'm thinking like the way you thought about Peter Yan. You know, I think she doesn't give a fuck. I don't think reach affects her, to be honest.
No.
She doesn't give a fuck about reach. Neither do her skills.
No, it's over. It's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
I'm calling it.
But, you know, if you want to go crazy, you know, if you just want to fucking be wacky and just
do a line of insanity, just a fat line of rolling the dice.
If you want to put down $10 and make $1 million, bet on Megan Anderson.
Yeah, the risk is so low.
Yeah.
But the rewards are so fucking high.
Yeah, you're going to be fine.
I don't know. Oh my God! Now I'm starting to wonder.
Oh, you scared to make money, Nick?
I think I don't want to be terrified of making money.
Is that what's happening?
It around.
Yeah. Now I'm exactly the opposite of where Lenny is, where it's like, come on, this dice has been hot in my hands all night.
Now it's our turn.
Give him a roll, buddy.
To make money.
Yeah.
We can't both lose money.
I mean,
it's my chance to eat.
When I eat, my people eat.
Exactly.
All right. What if each of us bet on a different outcome, just so that
like we have to bet on a different outcome,
so it evens out.
So that we were just always solvent at the end. so that the show can.
Then you're just basically doing things for nothing.
Yeah, just rigging the show, dude.
Yeah.
We can keep track of who's got more money.
Let's always keep a zero balance. That's what I want in life. Yeah.
I'll put like quarters.
I just know the losses are gonna come. I know we're gonna.
Let's have a net zero immigration rating like America does right now.
We could get a bowl of M&Ms, peanut M&Ms. And we just like,
green ones.
You know, that'll be our balance, right? We'll just divide those up equally, and we'll just make our picks.
All right. What's the next card or next fight?
Oh, the main event.
Yeah, the main
champ,
event. Champ, dude.
Champ.
Oh, okay, champ.
Or champion. Israel Adesanya versus Jan Blachowicz.
Who do you got?
I am gonna.
Because you already know. You already know with me, it's Izzy. Izzy all day.
Oh, I think Israel Adesanya is going to take his first loss in the UFC.
Wow, you're going crazy. You're unhinged.
Nope. If I was unhinged, I would pick Megan Anderson.
Dude, you know, but you know who the UFC does not want Jan winning this.
This dude is...
They'll lose. In their minds, they're like, we just lost so much money.
Jan is crazy, and I likes it. He's a wild man.
Yeah, man. He's in the Wolfenstein game.
He's a wild man.
He's DJ Blachowicz.
He's got too much power for this dude. Izzy is a... I mean, geez.
Izzy's been lifting.
There's not many humans better at fighting than Izzy, but I think Blachowicz is going to catch him. He's going to find a way to catch him. It's like crazy to even think because nobody can take him down and nobody can get close enough to knock him up until we saw him fight Kelvin Gastelum,
Right.
who is like, I don't know, like
big.
6 inches shorter than Jan is.
And he probably weighed in at that fight, walked in the octagon, around probably 200 maybe, so. And another thing is it would the moving up in weight slow down Izzy? Would he be as fast? Would he be as quick on the feet? Would he be as bouncy?
Going by his kick, if you want to go by his kickboxing, he seemed to have all the same like ability, dexterity, and quickness at light heavyweight. So
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna lose anything, but I think he just hasn't fought anybody like Jan.
I wonder if he has to bulk for this.
Yeah,
I wonder if he's like. I
He
wonder
said
if
he said
does he
he's-
just walk around at light heavyweight? Is he cutting weight to get to middleweight, or
Yeah, he cuts like- yeah.
or is he eating a little more
no,
and
he cuts
lifting
like
a
20
little?
pounds to get to middleweight or so.
Okay,
But,
because that's how it usually is. Most
he said
90% of fighters are way heavier than the actual weight class. That they're
Right.
fighting.
He said he's not going to get that big for this fight though, but I would
Because Poirier,
I would say he should get as big as he can.
right? Because
For his benefit,
because you never know. Because like Poirier walks around at 190, if you could
Yeah.
believe that. He drops 40 pounds.
Yeah, it's wild.
Dude.
I heard about that. He was
wild.
in an interview the other day. That's crazy.
Yeah. So you never know. Izzy could, he might weigh like 220, if anything, walking around,
I want Izzy to win. So
I want Izzy to win so bad too. I was watching his promotion.
because then it's like the legend of Adesanya.
That would
type
be-
shit,
And then you got
He would
You
be-
can make a movie called The Legend of
No.
Adesanya.
Here's where the UFC thought came for me is they're planning Jones versus Izzy. Like that's the goal. That is literally the goal.
Dude, if Izzy could get the light heavyweight title and then move up to heavyweight with John Jones,
That's the plan. If he beats Jan, Jones is the next fight.
Israel Adesanya is the greatest fighter in the world
Yeah.
ever.
History.
Ever. That's it. That'd be a wrap.
And I think he has a shot at Jones, dude. I'm gonna be honest.
I think-
I really do.
I think Jan would have beat Jones, so I would take Jan right now.
I think
on-
Jones is
on
running
Izzy.
from Jan. I think that's
I
why
think so,
he's
too.
that's
Yeah.
why he's saying all this shit about Izzy for all these years, because he wants the Izzy fight, and it's gonna make Dana and all those guys so rich. It's gonna be the biggest fight. It's the biggest super fight. If Jones versus
Mega fight.
Adesanya.
Yeah.
So that's the goal, dude. That is literally what they're looking forward to. They're praying to fucking Jesus that Jan, does not get the win this Saturday. And this is another undefeated guy, So
Jan's not undefeated, but he hasn't been defeated in a long time. So, and he's gonna go for his first title defense actually against.
I don't know. This is one of those fights where I'm like, I'm worried.
no, our palms are gonna be sweating for this one. I'm telling you, we're gonna drop like 10 pounds.
Dude, there's
Izzy
vomit on my
win.
sweater already.
Like Blachowicz winning, I'm not gonna be mad at like Jan Blachowicz's not a bad guy. It'd be cool if he won, but if Izzy wins, then it's like, we've got like a whole we got like an arc, we've got like a story.
Yes, the arc.
This is like a
Exactly.
saga of an anime or something.
Exactly.
That's the best case scenario, but I just think
And let us have the best case for once.
Yeah.
We've had the worst case.
Let us have champ. Let us have another
Think
champ.
about how you guys felt with McGregor. Like, let us have it for once. Like, our current champ is John Jones, and he's an asshole. If Izzy wins, then it's like, the champ's a cool dude. It's like when LeBron took it from Jordan, and it's
Hey,
like,
Jan's
it's not a
a cool
fucking
guy.
monster anymore.
Jan's a cool guy though.
But this is the takedown joke.
It's legendary.
This is the takedown Johnny Bones, dude.
Listen, taking down Jordan was a big deal. He's
Exactly.
evil.
It's like that. It's the equivalent to that, dude. And I like Jones, but there's a chink in his armor. I could smell it. And Izzy's hungry. He's hungry for that.
He's just a cleaner story.
He's trying to be the Tom Brady of the UFC,
Dude,
bro.
I'm rooting for him so hard, dude. Like,
there's no asterisks attached to him. Like,
when I saw the promotion for him, and I saw him, you know, I saw footage of him buying his parents a Porsche. It just got me, you know, because that's all I dream about is buying my parents a Porsche.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
It's like that's what I dream about every night is buying my parents a Porsche, you know. So,
You
and he
get
did
that,
it.
just go beat Israel's ass. And you can do it. That's all you gotta do.
If I could like fight on top of with textbooks taped to my feet, then yeah,
I might let you do that.
they might let me do that, or they need to give me Jordans or something.
We'll
I
see.
need something to jump to hit him in the face.
We'll
so
get with the
tall, dude.
commission. We'll see what they say. We got any news before we close this out?
Oh yeah, there's a.
Chimaev announced on Instagram that he's retiring.
I think that's bullshit.
Because I saw like another.
I saw
it's
that
very
too.
confusing, and Dana White clearly is like he's just emotional, is what he said. Literally, Dana White was literally like he's just emotional.
He's like, but for him, he's sometimes like, how many zeros I got to put on the check, you know?
Yeah, but then like he's training again, so who the fuck knows? It's apparently because of some illness or disease that he caught, or something. Isn't that what it said in his? He's like, I don't know if I could overcome this illness.
Yeah, apparently that's what he's saying. But yeah, I mean, we'll just have to let some time go by before we figure out if that's real or not. I heard about Junior Dos Santos and Alistair Overeem have left the UFC. They have retired.
They're cut
Officially.
Okay.
They retired.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, Overeem. Right after you say you got a couple more in you. It's good though. This is a good thing. I
think
feel
so too.
Yeah, it's about time. They took a lot, especially Overeem, man. He just took so much this past 2 years, 3 years. It's about time, dude. But yeah, and then Paulo Costa talking that shit again. He's fucking. Have you heard this, Nick?
No.
Get this. So Paulo Costa says the reason why he lost the fight with Israel Adesanya is because he was too drunk. He said he was hungover. He said he downed a whole bottle of wine the night before because he couldn't sleep.
Oh.
So he felt hungover the next day to fight, and that's what affected his performance.
He said sober. He said sober Apollo is still undefeated.
Oh, he said those words.
This is yes.
Oh man, that's funny. That's
whatever makes you feel better, buddy.
That's so salty.
So he doesn't even think he lost. He's just like, I was too drunk, apparently.
That's funny because it's like, so you're taking it off of like your fight IQ and you're placing the blame on your like normal IQ. Like, you're not saying that he outsmarted you in the ring. You're saying that you are a dumb man who got drunk the night before a six-figure number of money was on the line.
He said he had a
for you
hard
and your
time sleeping, and he's like, oh, I'm going to drink a glass of wine, and then a glass turned into 2 glasses, and 2 glasses turned into a bottle.
He said he downed a bottle.
Okay.
I downed the bottle to help me sleep.
And then I broke it over. And then I didn't be regular. I crushed it like a can.
But
glass.
I crushed the glass like a can.
on top of that, everybody knows if you're cutting weight, you are severely dehydrated. So all the alcohol is going to fuck you up probably twice as bad.
Yeah.
And so I get that, but you shouldn't have fucking done it, you dummy. Like,
If that's even the truth. If that's even like the truth.
I drank a bottle of Arbor Mist before my fucking fight.
The only reason he knocked me out was because I had a mouthful of pennies when he punched me.
Yeah.
He was saying some like wacky ass shit right after the fight too.
He's
He was like he said some weird ass shit right after the fight. He didn't think he lost. It's just delusional almost. But I hope he pulls through.
he got hit in the head a few times.
Yeah, he got cracked bad. I think he's just really mad that Izzy humped him at the end of the fight.
That was pretty.
That's what really
fucked
gets
up,
to him,
yeah.
I think.
That was kinda dumb.
Yeah, that's like getting teabagged in Halo. You're just angry about it forever.
I mean, he was face
Yeah,
down, ass up.
that lets
and-
you know Izzy plays too many video games because he just went straight into video game mode. It was just like a teabag.
It's disrespect.
It was like
But Paulo was talking that shit, man.
Oh.
It's like you can go into this. Like, we've seen so many fighters that dap each other up after a fight. It's like you don't gotta go into the ring with that attitude.
Oh, yeah, you're there to fight.
That's
it,
showing up in
period.
his rhinestone tuxedo bullshit.
That kind of shit makes more money, man. I mean,
Cowboys tuxedo was pretty cool. It wasn't rhinestone, but it was like
it was gator,
yeah.
or it was python. It's made out of python skin.
Well, I think that's about it. That's all I got, guys. We're gonna talk to you guys after this card and see how fucking wrong we are on our predictions. And it's just
No. Why you gotta be negative, bro? We're gonna see.
Put money down. We're gonna put by this next podcast, we're all gonna have 1 Bitcoin.
I'm gonna have 7,000 fair fight coin. Crypto.
Fair fight bits.
And you too can become a fair fighter by going to patreon.com/fairfight. I hope no one has taken that because I have not made that yet.
No, we don't have a Patreon.
No, but we should so that people.
And we do have an IG. At Fair Fight.
Yeah,
Radio.
check out the IG.
If you do want to donate $1, you can go to our.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna leave this. I was gonna edit this out, but it became
Wait a minute.
just long
let me
enough that
think.
I'm gonna leave it in.
Let me think.
It's funny.
You can come to our OnlyFans.
Okay. All right. And I forgot to say the thing I'm supposed to say at the beginning of the episode, which is if you're listening to this, you can watch this. And if you're listening to this, you can watch us on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can listen to this wherever podcasts are found.
Yeah. You can also donate $1 on Anchor. I'm just kidding.
You can donate on Anchor,
yeah.
I guess. But I don't know if I agree with Spotify I don't want Spotify holding our money. We'll figure out another way.
Yeah. Mail me $1. Appreciate it.
I'd give it to the USPS before I give it to Spotify.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks. We'll see you next time.